Hey, it's Kristi, and today I want to talk about something most of us notice at some point in life, usually by accident. You look at something familiar, a building, a logo, a city layout, even an everyday object, and suddenly you see something you never noticed before, a shape, a symbol, a pattern. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, which raises an interesting question. Why do we put hidden symbolism into ordinary things? Because here's the surprising truth. Humans don't just use symbols on purpose. We create them instinctively. Our brains are wired to think in metaphors and patterns. Long before written language, humans communicated meaning through shapes, images, and alignment. Symbols were easier to remember than words, and they carried emotion along with information. That wiring never went away. So when cities are designed, buildings are planned, or products are created, symbolism naturally sneaks in. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's cultural. And sometimes it's something we recognize long after the original meaning has faded. Think about architecture. Large buildings often feel powerful, permanent, and authoritative, not by accident, but by design. Height, symmetry, and materials quietly communicate stability and importance without saying a word. The same thing happens with logos and everyday products. Circles tend to feel safe, complete, and friendly. Sharp angles can feel fast, aggressive, or modern. Hidden arrows, faces, or shapes often guide your eye without you consciously noticing. Designers understand this, even when they're not thinking in terms of symbolism. They're designing for feeling. And here's where it gets really interesting. Sometimes symbolism is placed deliberately. Sometimes it's inherited from older ideas. And sometimes it's discovered later by people who bring new meaning to it. In other words, symbolism doesn't always start as a secret. It becomes meaningful because humans are meaning makers. We look for patterns. We connect dots. We assign stories. That's why two people can look at the same symbol and walk away with completely different interpretations. And that's also why symbolism feels powerful, even if you don't consciously believe in it. Symbols bypass logic and speak directly to emotion. They make things feel familiar, trustworthy, important, or mysterious, often without us knowing why. So why do we put hidden symbolism in ordinary things? Because humans don't just build objects. We build meaning into the world around us, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unconsciously, and sometimes only revealed when someone finally stops and looks closely. If this made you think differently about the things you see every day, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help our community grow. And I'd love to hear this from you. What symbol, logo, or everyday object did you notice later in life and then couldn't unsee? Thanks for spending a few quiet minutes here with me. Join us at the campfire. Pull up a chair and make yourself comfortable. The fire's already going. I'll see you next time.